Good evening, everybody, and welcome to another episode of You, Me, and He, a podcast that sometimes just wants to punch you in your perfect teeth. It's appropriate. I think it's appropriate, right? You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Hey, I am your host, Rob Lambert, and I'm joined by my co-host.
This is Josh Frankenstein.
And special permanent guest, and also voted most likely to survive the apocalypse, Drew Carroll.
That is true. Oh, dude, beautiful. So tonight we are going to get into talking about the best soundtracks. We're also going to get into an awesome listener question from Brandon Jenkins via Twitter. But before we do, fellas, we're recording this episode on Friday night. Avengers Infinity War is hitting theaters tonight.
Yes.
None of us have seen it.
Nope.
So if you're listening to this episode, it's dropping on a Tuesday. It's dropping like 3 days after the movie came out. But before we go see the movie, tonight, we're going to share our predictions. And then when you're listening to this on Tuesday, you're going to know if we were right or not.
That's right. Yeah. And I
So let's just start it out,
predict
fellas.
that we will be 100% correct.
Yeah.
There you go. Exactly.
That's my first
For
prediction.
sure. Yeah. Mine is that the theaters are full of nerds right now, this moment.
Just huge nerds. Guys I would love to hang out with, right?
And yeah. A bunch of
Thank you, listener.
Robert
Please
Lambert
continue to
Jr.'s.
listen.
Okay, so fellas, level with me. How excited from a scale of 1 to 10, 1 being it's going to be dookie, 10 being it's going to blow your freaking face off. How excited are you for Avengers Infinity War?
I'm going to say that I'm extremely excited because this is 18 movies that have built up to this moment. This movie better blow everybody's socks off. Otherwise, it's going to be one of the biggest disappointments in movie history.
Dude,
and it's broken up into
sucks?
2 movies, right?
I think
heard
it's
maybe 3.
Yeah.
Ugh.
A trequel or a triquel, whatever they call that.
A triquel.
A triquel.
A tricycle.
Yes, it's a tricycle.
Oh my gosh.
Whatever it is.
Dude,
I don't
what if
care.
it's horrible? Like
That's my fear.
What if you're listening to this on Tuesday and it was the worst movie you ever saw, and it was 18 movies building towards it?
I would
It's
laugh
just a
so
waste of
hard,
3
dude.
hours.
I would laugh so hard. I actually wish that was the case. Unfortunately, it's probably not going to be the case, but it would be better that way.
Yeah, I'll be honest. I'll probably be very disappointed because I really like the Marvel Universe, but I'm probably not going to be nearly as disappointed as other people are going to be disappointed if it's really terrible.
Oh, yeah,
You
dude.
know?
I imagine that would end some lives, man.
Yeah. This is what I do know. If a bunch of Marvel like fans, and we're talking about the guys that wear the DC sweatshirts with the Star Wars shirts underneath, and the Marvel
Of course.
backpacks,
Yes,
those guys.
You talking about the guys who are wearing the Rob bodysuit?
Yeah, the Rob bodysuit guys. If they're walking out of theaters complaining about the storyline, I'm probably gonna love the movie. That's
There you go.
what my guess is. I'm probably gonna love the movie if they're walking out pissed off. So, if they're walking out talking about how great it is, it's gonna go one of 2 directions. It's either gonna exceed my expectations, or I can expect it to be horrendous. So
Yeah.
that'd be my guess at this point.
Well, and this is just like all-out war, right, between them all. So you have to
dude.
lose some characters, right?
Oh, so
Okay.
do we have a prediction
Yes.
coming
Well, I'm wondering.
let's get into it.
What are we?
Prediction
Let's get
one?
into the first one here. Let's make a
Okay.
prediction.
All right.
Will we lose a major character? And if so, who do you think it's going to be?
Man, so this is... Yes, I think we're going to lose one major character.
Wolverine,
in this,
right?
In this
Wolverine.
film. Wolverine. Cyclops is going down.
Yeah.
Like Cyclops is
dude.
not surviving.
Don't you put that curse on him?
He already didn't make it out of the third X-Men, so my guess is he doesn't make it out of Infinity Wars.
I will remember you.
And by main character, we're talking about like one of the core Avengers, right? Is that what we're talking about?
Yeah,
Like-
I mean, if somebody like Mantis from Guardians takes a bullet or something, like
That
sucks, but it's not the
that's
same
not
as
a
like
main
Captain
character.
America. So
Yeah.
we'll
Okay.
get
Wouldn't
down to
even
brass
affect
tacks.
anyone.
Who's going down?
I personally feel like I think people are expecting Captain America to possibly die in this one. So
Okay.
because people are expecting it, I'm saying no, that doesn't happen.
Don't you? You don't think he'll die
This-
and then raise on
You
the
want
third
to
movie?
hear it? No, you want to hear a plot twist? This is what I think happens. I think they kill off
Hit us
Thor.
with an M Night.
I think they kill off Thor. I think Thor's going
Dude.
down after Ragnarok, And the fact that the first two movies were pretty serious and the second one was very like upbeat and hilarious, I don't know how much more they can do with that character. So my guess is Thor dies, and we see the conversion of Loki go from what he was before to full on hero. That's
okay,
prediction
dude.
1 for me. Okay, I think that happens in this movie.
That sounds pretty rad. Okay,
Yeah.
I could dig that. That's cool.
That's prediction
All right.
1. Prediction 2.
This one's actually mine because I don't know that much about this stuff.
Prediction 2. Tony Stark cries like a little girl.
He's just openly weeping.
Yeah.
He's openly weeping inside the helmet so much that he's like gonna drown.
Yeah. in his own like teary sweat. Like
Yeah, there you go.
so yeah, that I think that happens. Yeah, I'm gonna stick with those 2 predictions right now, and we'll see where we go.
All right.
So that's what I got to open it up. I think that's where we're.
The
okay, we're gonna
Mantis
see.
one, that one's from Guardians of the Galaxy, right? That chick.
Yeah.
Sure.
She's
yes.
definitely gonna die for sure.
Okay, beautiful. Okay, good. That's great.
I think.
Is that
Any
yours?
basis for
Oh, yeah, that's it. Yeah, sure. Sure.
Mantis is gonna die. She's gonna eat it.
I don't know very many characters, but she looks pretty weak.
Dude, she can do the
think
mind
she
control,
goes
bro. She'll
out.
put him to sleep.
Mind control doesn't help you. Doesn't she have to be touching them?
Yeah. She
No,
has
that's
to-
not looking good, dude.
Yeah.
Dude, all she has to do is sneak up on Thanos, dude, just on tiptoe.
Oh,
bro.
that's
it.
what
it.
happens. She dies because as Tony Stark is crying like a little baby, she dies from heartbreak. Like she's like there to console him, but just collapses from a heart attack.
Dang it. Okay. Dude, I really like this idea that like everybody's expecting somebody like Captain America or Iron Man to go down, and so they got to pick somebody else to kind of throw in
Yeah.
a twist.
Yeah.
Dude, what if? And I'm just saying, what if
Xavier.
it's Professor Charles Xavier? He just pops. Patrick Stewart pops on and is like, "It's me, Charles Xavier," and then he just gets blown to pieces. No. It better that. Ian McKellen comes in as Magneto and says, "Charles, you don't know the power of magnetism, Charles," and then they both get killed, and it's
Meanwhile, they
Anyways.
converge and they summon the Phoenix. So we see.
oh, there you go.
It's going to be
there's the
crazy.
blending.
Yeah, it's gonna be insane, dude. Super insane. Like,
Okay, so wait. Here's the deal. What if the twist is, dude, it's the Hulk? Somehow, the Hulk is the one who goes down.
I think he's going to kill Thanos in the first movie, and there won't be a need for the other 2.
there's your movie, your plot twist.
In the first 5 minutes.
Yeah, we're
The
going to
Hulk
save
takes
ourselves
out
some
Thanos.
money, and we're just going to throw the Hulk in there.
Thanos is the main character that dies.
Yes,
Yeah.
immediately.
Yeah, just 5
what a
minutes
twist.
into the film.
Game over.
So the first 5 minutes, the Hulk kills Thanos, and then the rest of the movie is them eating shawarma again.
Dude, it'd be like getting a UFC fight on pay-per-view, and the dude just gives him a knee to the face immediately, and it's all over.
It's over.
You're talking about the Conor McGregor fight from like a year ago.
Oh, the Mayweather one?
No, not that one. It was actually when he won a different fight. But yeah, I know
All
what
right.
you're talking
How about this one? Let's jump into another prediction. What character do we see appear that we've never seen in the Marvel Cinematic Universe? They just pop in automatically in Infinity War.
Captain Marvel.
Okay.
I think Captain Marvel makes an appearance. I read that Brie Larson is actually already filming Captain Marvel, like for the first installment. I think it comes out sometime after the first Infinity Wars. I think we'll see that character, like in Infinity Wars. That's my guess, but that
feels like a sure thing. I like
that
sure.
feels like a very, very for sure thing. Maybe a character that we never would have imagined. Wait, haven't they already introduced all the Marvel characters?
Dude, there was a lot. Hey, I was looking at the poster for it today, and there's so many faces on the front of that, and there's so many names across the top that they're like doubled up.
Dude, this movie
dude.
had to have cost like $500 million.
Oh, insane, dude.
Like, so many big names. I don't know how you get away from it. Yeah, so
I would love to see because we had the Nova Corps and all that in Guardians of the Galaxy.
Right.
I would love to see Nova make an appearance, Nova himself, but the ultimate cameo, dude. Okay, let me break this down for you. It's like all the Avengers are down. Thanos has just destroyed everybody. He's like got the gauntlet up and he's getting ready to just like obliterate the earth.
Right,
and as he raises the gauntlet high, we just see this beam of energy hit the gauntlet and destroy it. The camera pans over and you see Cyclops right there and he's like, "Hey, Thanos."
Man, you got to let go of these dreams and these hopes.
He says,
Like-
"Hey Thanos, here's looking at you, kid."
I just don't. I don't
So
see it
good.
ever happening. I mean, the guy.
That sounds like something he would say, dude. So
Right?
lame.
See,
Here's looking at you, kid.
Disney should hire me to write the next one, right?
The Cyclops movie.
Gosh.
Yeah. Anyways. All
Yeah.
right. Well, hey, dude, so Infinity War drops on Friday. You're listening to this on Tuesday. You're going to know if we were right or wrong.
Yeah.
Hopefully
I
we didn't
guarantee
spoil
I'm going to
anything.
be right. Yeah. Thor dies.
We're right about who's at the theater.
Yeah.
Yes, that's undeniable.
Okay.
That's
Tony
awesome.
Stark definitely cries. Tony Stark definitely cries.
At some point.
Okay. Yeah. He's going to go into a nervous breakdown. It's going to happen.
Do you think we see Robert Downey Jr. get a nomination for just his open weeping? Does he get like a Best Actor?
You know, it's
nomination?
very plausible. I mean, I don't think any of these movies have won any awards yet, so he could possibly
Really?
get the Best Supporting Actor for this.
They haven't won any
for this
awards.
movie.
aren't
I think
they?
it's plausible.
We're
you
like
know.
Daniel Day-Lewis, Don Cheadle, Robert Downey Jr. Just snot coming out, just like the Iron Man suit with snot all
Yeah,
over
dude. Oh, so dirty.
it. He's like, I wanted to punch you in your teeth, but I love you. Just cradling Captain America.
Yeah.
Anyways.
Yeah.
All right. Well, hey, tonight we want to jump into a topic that we think will be pretty fun. Something that is undeniable is anytime you sit down to watch a movie without the music, it would be nothing.
It would be
all right? It's
nothing. Absolutely.
It would be nothing.
Nothing.
It is the thing that pulls you in emotionally, that takes you to the edge. Maybe except for like a movie like Quiet Place. Did that have music in it?
I'm pretty sure it had no
I don't
sound in it, right?
I haven't seen it, so maybe this is all just BS that I'm spouting. But anyway, tonight we want to talk about the best movie soundtracks, and we would love for you to
Yes.
chime in as well. If there's a soundtrack that you love, you can hit us up on social media at youmehepodcast on Twitter or on Instagram at youmehepodcast. But fellas, let's jump into this. Best movie soundtracks. Who wants to go first?
Andrew wants to go first.
Yeah, he do.
Dude. Yes. Yes. So,
And my guess is his favorite movie soundtrack is from Avengers Infinity Wars.
yes. Dum dum dum.
Ooh, so what music is on Avengers Infinity Wars?
I don't know, dude.
Oh, okay.
I have no idea. I don't know, man.
I love the
Seal.
third song.
You know that
It
one
was-
that goes, "Whoa."
Yeah, dude.
You know, the one that Tony Stark cried to.
So,
I
thi-
love you always.
yes,
forever.
that dude. If
No,
they would have
dude.
put that over the whole trailer of Avengers,
Over
I'd have
the
been pumped.
entire thing.
Yeah. Everyone's broing out. I like it.
Oh my gosh.
All right.
Okay,
enough making fun.
now I have to take the Infinity War trailer and put I
Yeah.
Love You Always Forever behind it. It's probably already on social media. If you're listening to this, go watch it. Dang it, Andrew.
Go on.
It's gonna change the whole
Oh, geez,
dynamic,
Thanos.
dude. A whole dynamic of that clip.
If you want something done, you have to do it yourself.
Please try and get like a clip of Thor just like
Oh,
you
man.
know hammering his hammer,
Dude.
like
If you could get all of them fist bumping,
fist
that'd be
bumping
great.
his hammer. That'd be awesome.
Dude, I wonder if I Love You Always Forever is kind of like Guile's theme from Street Fighter. It goes with everything. Just anything you want to put it behind,
Yeah.
it instantly makes it better. Oh,
We will have to develop a few memes or whatever that not memes. I'm sorry, but like a few clips that have that song.
Oh,
Just like
yeah, dude.
completely, different clips.
All
that-
the different ways you can
This
use
is an
it.
experiment.
Yeah.
This is an experiment. We're definitely
Challenge
gonna try.
accepted.
Anyway, Drew, best movie soundtrack.
Oh,
Was there a movie that had I Love You Always Forever?
I don't know, but
I hope not.
anything I name now will not, it's not
I
going
think,
to
it was
compare
that,
to.
I think it was that movie, I Love You Always Forever.
Oh, there you go.
It's probably on beaches.
Oh no, dude.
Hang on, I don't want to. I shouldn't have brought that up, dude. I'm still a little sensitive about it.
He's getting misty eyed over there.
Good old Tony Stark.
Good old Tony Stark.
All right, dude. So I picked from two different types. So one of more of just like movie scores rather than, actual bands.
Okay.
Nightmare Before Christmas, I thought was super rad.
Oh, dude, solid.
All right.
Yeah, for sure.
Been a long time since I've seen that movie, so I don't remember what's on
dude,
it.
watching it as an adult was much better than watching it as a kid.
Because minus the nightmares, I'm sure.
Yeah. And
Sure.
dude, if you listen to the lyrics, man, and just how everything goes along with the music the entire time, dude, I could not even imagine like Danny Elfman in there just racking his brain over this stuff, dude.
He's just sitting at the table with a pen and paper, and he's like, okay, let me see. This is Halloween. This is Halloween. 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 This is going to be beautiful. I'm going to get a Grammy. This is
there was a song in there.
So, okay, never mind.
I am on a roll right now.
He just debunked that. Obviously, it was super easy. That was a terrible movie to pick. Switching it to Edward Scissorhands.
Yeah. There you go. Would have been a better way to go, probably.
And then the other one, this one's more of like a new metal, geared in that direction. And the movie was by no means good, but I thought the soundtrack was all right. And that was Queen of the Damned. I thought that was actually pretty decent.
Dude, okay, I remember when we were younger, you listened to that CD.
Oh, a lot, dude.
Over.
Yeah.
And over.
Dude,
and
I think
over.
I honestly, until this moment, say it one more time.
No.
And over. He played it so much that when he put it in the CD player, the laser would just shoot straight through the CD.
Yeah, dude, just wore it down.
Dude, I think that up until this moment, I didn't realize how influential that CD was on,
Wait,
my
up until this moment, why?
Because we're talking about it.
Because we're talking about it. And you were right. I listened to it over and over and over.
I didn't realize how. Dude, at that time in my car, I didn't actually have a radio. And so I had a boombox that sat in the back seat of my car.
Oh my!
And I would play the CD.
We've all been there, I'm sure.
Oh yeah, when you hit a bump or you take a turn, you take a corner.
Yeah, the boom boxes that didn't have 45-second.
Oh, dude,
shock absorption.
Dude, and it was the big batteries, like the D batteries. It'd take four of those.
Yeah, and
it was more expensive than my gas at the time.
Yeah, you had to carry an entire pack with you.
Yeah.
Maybe that was the issue. Maybe there was more lyrics to that song, but I just kept hitting bumps, and it was like Halloween, Halloween, Halloween.
Or what happened? He recorded an entire arrangement. So there are secret parts to that song that we've never heard of. But when he submitted the disc, it had a scratch on it that just kept doing that. And everyone's like, genius.
Hey,
Genius.
Fun fact, the first dude that we ever recorded with down in Los Angeles, his band was on that record as well.
Oh, that's cool.
On Queen of the Damned?
Yeah.
Oh, cool, dude.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
So,
dude, you really loved that guy. Is that why you loved that album?
No.
You were kind of infatuated with him.
No, I don't think it was.
A little bit.
I don't remember that at all.
A little bit.
It was a short period of time.
A little bit.
What'd you guys pick?
That's
beautiful. Oh. Dude, Josh, you or me? Who goes?
I'll go next. All right,
hit it.
So I had two, and both of the soundtracks. No, I kind of compile the second two. They're kind of like one because it was the sequel. So I went two different directions. One was music that I thought was inspirational because this movie was really, really awesome to me. The second one was after going back and listening to the soundtracks. I just thought, dude, the music was awesome. And here's what I love about it more than anything. I will turn the second soundtrack on in the house, and the kids automatically relate it to the movie, and they will listen to it for hours on end because they love it.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah. So I ended up settling. The first one was Rockstar, just because I thought, it was the embodiment of rock and roll and everything, right? But it was too easy. And
sure.
it was too personal. So I decided to go a different direction. I said the ultimate soundtracks for movies, and I combined the two. Guardians of the Galaxy, dude. You go back and listen to the soundtracks. Sure. Yeah, Awesome Mix 1 and 2.
I feel like Rob really wanted to pick that one. He did not get a Star-Lord moment.
Yeah. He was probably gonna go with that.
Yeah,
wasn't he?
dude.
Yeah, he was like, dang it, he went and took my movies. Like,
Here's what I'll say. I'm just glad to see that another soul appreciates it as much as I do. So.
oh man, dude, the soundtracks for those two films, like, just absolutely awesome. Like I have fallen in love. Like, you guys remember The Chain by Fleetwood Mac? It's in
of course.
the
Dude,
second movie,
yes.
dude, when he's beating his father down. Like, dude, that was like the first time, like, going back and listening to the soundtrack that I listened to that song. Like,
Dude, it's so
all the way
great.
through. It's so good.
Dude, I have the best of Fleetwood Mac, and it's
I
one of the
wanted
best
to go
albums.
download the best of Fleetwood Mac, so I went on iTunes, like, to go back and listen to a few things. And what I found was that song wasn't even on the one that I looked up, dude. And I was like, dude, this is like their best song. This song is phenomenal, you know. So
Did you find it?
I did.
I got it on vinyl.
Yeah, I did.
I got it on vinyl. But
Yeah.
I don't have a vinyl player, but I do have it on
Got it
vinyl.
on vinyl.
Dude, what I think was so amazing about it is how they took songs that they're classics and everybody
Yeah.
loves it. You
Yeah.
know, when they come on, you want to turn it up anyway because it's just
Yeah,
good
dude.
music in general. But
I feel
they
like I
took
can
those
put that in a
songs.
party. Like,
Yeah.
just put that on in the background in a party, and no one's gonna, you know.
Oh, dude, everyone's
they're
gonna
just
be pumped.
love it
For
you
sure.
know, so.
But
But they
on-
took those songs and they put them in moments in the film
Yeah.
that were like super creative, you know.
Yeah.
And so like
Yeah,
it just
very
even
much
added.
so.
It just added more weight to them.
Yeah,
It was
dude.
really cool.
Yeah.
You know, like
Yeah.
you're talking
I
about,
loved
he's
it.
beating the heck out of his dad. You
Yeah.
know? You would
Yeah.
never think about that
Yeah.
song for.
If you
know,
don't
Fleetwood
love me
Mac or
now,
something like
then
that,
you'll
but it's
never
amazing.
love me again. While they're like fighting
Yeah.
it out, dude, it was just like, this
Yes.
is epic.
Oh.
This is epic.
So amazing.
Like, loved it.
So good.
I agree with all of that, but also Rockstar. Okay.
Yeah.
Let's not talk about how awesome that is, dude. Basically a super group,
We all die young.
and they,
Right.
dude,
Sure.
yeah, they
Yeah.
created classics.
Yeah. No, I know. I
She
know.
put my heart in a
It's-
bloody blender.
It's pretty sweet. Until I found out. Until I found out today. Give me blood pollution. Until I found out today that, like, We All Die Young was actually written by a band from like 1996. It wasn't actually written by the group that that created everything for that. Yeah, it was actually a cover, dude. We All Die Young was actually a cover. So
Oh, man.
that was
dude.
another thing that was disappointing. I was always under the impression that
No.
all the music written for Rockstar was original, and it's not.
That's the
So,
one that's
yeah.
not.
Well, I knew that. I thought the one.
I
at the
don't think
end-
that. Yeah, the
Well,
one
that's
at the end
Everclear or
was
something.
Everclear, yeah.
Yeah. So I always
not
knew
all
that one,
original.
but I thought all the other ones were
Yeah.
originals, and that really bums me out.
But we will never, ever, ever see Zach Wilde in a movie ever again. That was like the one and
With
only
no
time.
beard.
Yeah, babyface Zach.
Okay, wait.
Babyface
Oh.
Zach.
Prediction. What if Zach Wilde is in Avengers Infinity War?
There it is. There it is.
As an
There's-
Asgardian.
Zach Wilde shows up, makes the second
Dude, he's
movie
just like some
appearance.
big barbarian dude with an
Yeah,
axe.
dude, I could
That'd
see
be
it
so
happening.
good.
I
Yeah,
could
he
see it
could be.
happening. He might actually be the one that dies first while trying to save Thor before Thor croaks.
I think
Yeah.
you could take Thanos.
You think so?
Zach
Maybe.
Wilde? Yeah.
Yeah.
He drinks a
Anyway,
lot.
so that was my main option. A very, 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 very close third place to those two options was 1996's Beauty and the Beast.
Okay.
Yes.
I mean,
What did you pick,
I'll
Rob?
laugh, but sure. Dude, who doesn't love freaking Angela Lansbury?
Yeah.
Murder, She Wrote, singing Beauty and the Beast.
It wasn't
I'll
just
take it,
like
dude.
Beauty and the Beast, man. There were a lot of songs in there. Plus, Belle was really hot, and Belle was really hot.
Oh, so that's
Yeah.
what it's all about. Okay.
Dude, Gaston
Sorry, dude. I mean, as a
was all up
cartoon
in
when I
there.
was younger, that was like that was the Disney princess that was hot.
I was wondering what you were going to say, following up what he said.
Dude, every last inch of him's covered in hair. Anyway, that's the line I
You
remember.
know, I always thought that was ironic that he was saying that in that movie. That also includes the Beast, who's literally covered in hair.
Yeah. Ugh. It's just the you know when you think about that.
Yeah, it's a
movie,
weird thing to
okay.
pride yourself on when you're comparing yourself to a beast.
Fool,
I'm thinking
please.
about like being a Disney animator, and like, do you remember he like rips his chest open and it's
Yeah.
just this huge chest with
Yeah.
chest hair all over?
Yeah.
Can you imagine being the guy who's sitting there for just hours, like drawing Gaston's muscly chest with his chest hair?
individual hair, just like
And like people are like walking in and checking on you, and you're just like, "Yep, I'm the guy doing this."
Still going.
hey, for Disney,
Man
at least
cleavage.
it was the right Little black curly hair.
Oh.
We could have gotten worse.
They tend to mess things up. Yeah.
And then can you imagine like sitting at home and you're like, yeah, I worked at Disney. Yeah, I was the animator. And like that movie's on. You're like, my scene's coming up right there.
Took me a year, but we got it dialed in.
Oh, man.
Oh, dude.
Yeah, so
Dang
there we
it,
go.
Disney.
Top movies. Guardians of the Galaxy Volumes 1 and 2. Rockstar. Beauty and the Beast.
Solid.
Yeah.
Yeah, good picks.
love
I think they're good picks. Yeah. All right, Rob, that leaves you, man. What do you got for us?
Yeah. You know what? I'm going to throw, just because you inspired me with your
Perfect.
Disney,
Perfect.
I'm going to throw in an honorable mention. Not only probably my favorite Disney movie, but I think a great soundtrack. The Aristocats.
The
talking about.
aristocrats.
Yeah. No, the Aristocats.
I didn't even, dude. I actually don't even think I finished that movie.
I know I did.
Dude, why do you?
Dude, everybody wants to be a cat, dude.
No,
nobody
I feel
does.
like
I
watching
hate
that movie
cats.
was like watching Cyclops, like on screen. You know, I've had enough.
Just like a bunch of cyclops.
It's like a bunch of Cyclops.
Giuseppe Casey, Thomas O'Malley, O'Malley the Alligator.
Come
Dude,
on, man.
it's-
You could. I at least went with Beauty and the Beast. I mean, that one like won Oscars for like its score. I mean, The Aristocrats.
It's barely even known as a Disney movie.
yeah. People are like, wait, isn't that DreamWorks? I mean,
Yeah, Disney did that.
Dude, it's the unsung Disney hero, bro.
it's
It
unsung
should-
for
you know
a
what?
reason.
It should have been the
I know-
unwritten.
You know what? I know why you didn't like it and you didn't finish it. It takes place in France.
Oh yeah, no, that definitely explains it. Then, yeah, for sure. 'Cause,
That explains it.
I'm
just putting two and two
when it
together.
comes to
realizing-
Europe, I am Ron Swanson.
Yeah, we're done with you. I don't think
Someday-
that's the only reason.
Somebody needs to blindfold you, and you can wake up and.
You
gape
know
at
what
you.
could have made that movie
Bales.
better? That movie could have been better had it had the #1 song of all time. I love you always forever.
Oh,
Dude, I bet you could put that to the ending credits of any movie. Any movie.
and it'll just make it poignant.
Oh, dude.
There is
You're
clip
just
number
like,
2,
oh, yeah.
The Aristocrats with I love you always forever. Tom Lewis.
All right. We'll see how it goes. But, okay, so that's just honorable mention. But my #1 choice, dude, a film that for me, I will say this film is in my top 5 favorite movies of all time.
Really?
The
Please don't say
soundtrack,
cliffhanger.
dude.
Please don't say
whoa.
Also, no, it shares a spot up there with Cliffhanger. If Cliffhanger was a musical,
I would say, oh, don't even get me started, dude. A Cliffhanger musical could be amazing.
Wait, okay,
Oh.
did we talk about this topic already once? Like, what movie would have been made
Yes.
better had it been a musical? And that one didn't come up, but it
somehow,
should have.
but here
Yeah,
it is.
But here it is, making its
it is.
renaissance.
If we do a sequel, if we do a triquel to that segment, then we can bring
I'm
that.
sorry
one
if
up.
that was
But,
the wrong word.
No, it's beautiful. Okay, so I would say in my top 5, and then the soundtrack to me was just like, it was inspiring, dude. I loved it. It just opened me up to a whole new genre of music.
Lay the truth on
I'm
us.
gonna go with "Oh Brother, Where Art Thou?"
Oh.
Yeah, George Clooney, your favorite, Josh.
You're right. He is the greatest actor of all time.
Sure.
Like, he made the best
How did
Batman.
you not appreciate this film?
He was in a musical because it just sucked. It was a bad movie. Yeah.
Oh,
you
Brother,
know?
Where Art Thou?
Yeah.
Another one I did not finish. I'm not even lying, dude. Both of those movies I did not finish.
That one was right up there with From Dusk Till Dawn. Just terrible.
Okay, hang on.
I finished
No,
that
that's
one.
terrible.
At least it was entertaining.
I know why you finished that one. Let's-
Yeah, I know. I
Anyways,
finished that one too.
Did you finish it?
no, I've never actually seen that one.
You're
I
a
know what it
liar.
is.
Yeah, there's two types of people in this world. Those who have seen Dusk Till Dawn and those who lie about it.
That's amazing. Dude, how do you not love this movie? Okay, it's a it's a Depression era retelling of Homer's Odyssey, dude. That's awesome. And the music is amazing.
Mostly because
Like,
the
it's
Depression
super
reminds me
creative.
of World War II, which took place in Europe. So
Oh, God.
I don't focus on World War II epics. Remember, I don't watch them. Like
Anytime we were engaging with Europe,
Yeah,
I wasn't having it.
No bueno. You know.
Dude, Man of Constant
I'm
Sorrow.
sorry. I just broke my own code. No good.
No
good.
Dude, like number one track on there, dude. Man of Constant Sorrow.
I'm gonna have to
that's a
ask
sweet
you
song.
to convince me. So let's hear a little bit. Come on.
Okay.
Lay it on
Okay, a
me.
couple of things.
Here we go.
They took and they assembled some amazing bluegrass musicians.
Right.
You listen
I
to
read
some of the
about that.
guitar playing, some of the folky guitar playing on there is insane. And dude, something that you can't deny about folk music that's awesome is the harmonies and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And, dude,
Yeah. All right, let's hear it.
When you
Let's hear it.
I am a man of constant sorrow. You want me to sing the whole thing?
Dude,
I've seen
Keep
trouble.
going.
oh my gosh. Dude, you have
welcome.
just convinced me to definitely never see
not
that movie
watch it?
again.
Yeah. I'm gonna definitely have to hard pass. Hard press.
Yeah.
Hard press.
Anyways. Okay, fun fact. Mumford & Sons admitted that this film was a big inspiration for them starting as a band.
Oh,
How do you feel about
that's
that?
really sad to hear, considering I really liked them for the times they were popular.
I was wondering who we had to blame for Mumford & Sons. And now we know. You actually look like Mumford & Sons right now.
Guilty. Guilty as charged.
Guilty as
charged. Dude, how about the fact that John Goodman is in the film, and he
I didn't
plays
get that
probably my
far.
favorite character.
I didn't get
Okay,
that far.
you missed it. He's
Is
this
he
amazing
the-
character. He's a Bible salesman,
Yeah.
but he also happens to be a Cyclops. So it's beautiful.
Now we know why you love the movie.
That's right. That's right. So there you go. Dude,
One
it's
more
so good.
crying. little-
Okay. All right. So let's take a vote real quick.
Sure. Yeah.
Which
let's
one's
do
the
that.
best soundtrack?
Oh, definitely Beauty and the Beast.
Okay.
I mean,
this isn't going to be unanimous.
you know what? Okay, all I have to say is two things. Number one, do not seek the treasure. We thought you was a toad. So good. I'm going to go.
Oh my God.
Y'all are dumber than a bag of hammers. Oh, it's so good. Anyway, you know what? I'm actually going to go with Nightmare Before Christmas because it's catchy and easy to remember.
This is Halloween. That's his vote. Okay, so it sounds like the game is rigged again. You're
Me-
gonna
me
win
too.
for absolutely no reason.
I am
once
also
more.
going to go with Nightmare Before Christmas because I like winning.
I should have waited for him to go.
yeah, that was wrong, Rob. That was really
All right.
wrong.
Yeah,
I'm
that
so
was a
glad
rookie
we
mistake.
record
I'm
this.
sticking with Guardians of the Galaxy, dude. I'm sticking with
Yeah, that one's okay.
Yeah,
It's
I'm sticking
right
with that one.
after Nightmare Before Christmas.
Oh yeah, well we want to hear your opinion on social media, and this time side
That's
with someone
right.
who's sane, okay, not homeless.
And artistic.
You know what? Okay, we'll drop it in on a poll.
There we go. We need a poll on this one. Oh, by the
drop
way,
it in
we
a poll.
also need to get a clip of "Oh Brother, Where Art Thou" and play "I Love You Always Forever" over the top.
Dude, I can
You see how
think
that
of
goes.
so many scenes. I can think of so many scenes that if you put that song behind it, it would make it a horrible film. I'm not going to do that. Forget you guys.
No, you definitely need to do that.
Yeah, do
it
that
could
so
only improve it at this
You
point.
do that so I can watch it.
All right. I'll do it for you, Drew. We'll throw up a poll. We'll throw up some options here. We want to hear from you on social media. What is the best movie soundtrack? Maybe you agree with us. Maybe you have something else completely different that you love. Throw it out there on social media at youmehepodcast on Twitter or at youmehepodcast on Instagram. All right, and speaking of keeping the conversation going tonight, we have a listener question that, dare I say, is amazing. It comes to us via Twitter from Mr. Brandon Jenkins, and it goes a little something like this. Captain Crunch has Oops All Berries. What other product should have an Oops All variant? So you got them all berries from Captain Crunch. What else do we just want? Oops, it's all of this. What's it going to be?
All peanut butter. Reese's peanut butter.
Dude.
From Reese's
For real?
peanut butter. I couldn't be any more real. That's 100. And I'm not talking about the cereal. I'm talking about the peanut butter.
Yeah, no.
You
we
just
get
have a
it.
bowl
You
of
just
peanut
want
butter.
the peanut butter.
Yeah, a bowl of
The
it.
hard,
No.
brittly
It's not
peanut
hard.
butter.
No, it's not hard. When was the last time you ate a Reese's peanut?
That hard, that powdery.
I love Reese's peanut butter cups. I love them. Especially like if you put them in the refrigerator, you get them all cold, and you eat them cold. like super fantastic, try it. Don't look at me
that's
like
delicious.
that.
No,
You're
I
gonna
have.
love it.
Dude,
No,
that's my favorite candy. I have tried it.
That's
but
what it should
that's
be.
not
It
the
should just
best
be
way.
oops all refrigerated. Just oops all
Yeah,
refrigerated.
dude.
I
Oh,
love it. That's
perfect.
beautiful.
Oops,
It's good.
all refrigerated. Yes, that's
There
how
you
you
go.
do it. Yeah,
They did that with peanut
It's
butter
like-
and
it's
jelly
like
sandwiches, Uncrustables.
it's like throwing Thin Mints in the freezer, dude. Thin Mints are so much better after they've sat in the freezer for an
Yeah,
hour.
but I wouldn't pick Thin Mints.
Beautiful.
I wouldn't. I really don't ever pick Thin Mints.
Why? Thin Mints
So-
are so good. Oops, all Thin Mints.
All peanut butter.
Wait, any box of Thin Mints is oops all Thin Mints. What are you talking about?
Oh, maybe I
Okay,
don't
wait a
really
minute.
understand what we're talking about here.
You're just naming products. Well, I thought we were just talking about products I like.
I was thinking, like, in my life,
wait.
like, oops, all Thin Mints. Yeah.
No, I think you have to
Oh,
pick an
just-
ingredient
just
out
night
of
and day.
out of something that you really enjoy, or that's
from
why.
the moment you
Help me
wake
out.
up to
I
the
might
moment
be
you go to
getting there
sleep.
then, okay? I really like burritos,
Yes,
but not as much as I
Okay.
like tortillas. So, oops, all tortillas.
sure. Yes, I think that one works. You could do
Any pack of tortillas is oops all tortillas. What are
But
you
I
doing?
said burritos.
Then it's just the tortilla.
Okay. So
Okay.
pick a product like
So-
mine that comes
so,
as
all
a
right.
set.
Obviously, I'm still not getting it. So, hold on.
Let's get another example.
be able to-
Rob, please help
Okay.
out.
Okay, two things. Number one,
The
Drew,
Earth is
so-
flat.
There you go. See, oops, all ignorance. Okay, now, Drew.
Dang, dude.
Box is
Burn.
wide open.
I know. I apologize. I feel so bad. Okay, Drew. Like I said, if I was a villain, it would be an apology note. Anyway, Drew. So let me ask you a question. Are you telling me that, like, for you, it's like, oh, happy day. Let's say I get a 2-pack. Okay, not a 2-pack. Let's say I get a 2-pack of Reese's peanut butter cups, and if I pop that bad boy in my mouth, suck off all the chocolate, and then hand you the peanut butter patty,
No,
you're in
Oh,
heaven.
dirty, dude.
No, dude,
When
because
you
that
say it
sounds
that way,
so
it's
disgusting.
gross. The peanut butter patty after I
Why
suck
do you have
off
to
all the
suck
chocolate.
it all up? Why can't you just cut it out?
Dude, what do I look like, a
or
surgeon?
why don't we? Because this is all hypothetical anyway.
nasty.
Why don't we just get it from the factory peanut butter that I could just eat that didn't have to go through your mouth first?
No, it's way more interesting that way.
So
Okay.
no, I wouldn't be in heaven,
this?
but I guess in the middle parts that you weren't able to get to, I'd
It
probably
wouldn't be
enjoy.
too bad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. There'd be like a nice little morsel in
It's
the
still yeah.
center
It would it still wouldn't be my heaven. My heaven would be at the Hershey's factory.
at the factory, just laying under the chute and just letting peanut butter patties fall in your mouth.
Straight in my mouth. Yeah.
That's disgusting.
Just
Okay,
a stream of it, dude. Actually, if it was kind of warm and liquefied, that would work too.
Just hot molten peanut butter all up in your mouth.
I got it.
Yes. Okay, here we go again. He's back.
Yeah, Josh. Take 3. Here we go.
Oops, all green
And
M&Ms.
action.
Okay.
Did I
Okay,
get there?
Better, closer.
Those are the same flavor as all the other M&Ms, but yeah.
Dang it!
It's just M&Ms. I think.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Starburst then.
Okay.
Oops, all orange Starburst.
Okay, there you go.
Did I
Okay, that is
got
solid.
to the top? I make it.
Well done.
Well,
yes.
you're on the list now. you're a part of the game.
Gotcha. Okay. All right. The Earth is flat.
If you just say that really loud, it always is just, it's good. You're in it. Okay. I think for me, the number one thing I can think of is I go to the theater, I sit down, I'm expecting Marvel Avengers Infinity War, but just instead it pops up and it's oops, all Cyclops, and I'm like, well, it couldn't get better than this.
And then you're the only one there to see it.
It's literally just Cyclops sitting in a chair reading off his memoir.
Just thinking out loud.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, are you kidding me? That sounds amazing. Oh, he's just in a lawn chair, like just out in the middle of a field, and he's just reading. I
No,
just
no,
look
no.
around. It's just me.
No. Crying.
And my oops all Thin Mints.
Crying through his Wow, dude.
Oh.
Just,
Dude.
I know. Okay. There's not a lot. To say.
Josh, is there something you want to say, Josh? Is there something you want to say loud that everybody can?
There is something I would like to say. The Earth is flat.
There you go. Well, hey, what do you think? Is there something that you just can't get enough of? Maybe it is molten peanut butter in your mouth. Maybe it's a peanut butter patty that I have had in my mouth that I then give to you via.
This
Andrew.
conversation is getting really gross.
Super weird.
Yeah, it is. I'm sorry.
Extremely awkward.
How do we segue out of this? The Earth is flat. Okay, there you go.
No, I was
Chime
happy
in on
with
social
what you were
media.
doing.
Yeah,
Actually,
it was fine.
He was just like going off into fantasy land. Well, hey, we want to hear from you via social media. Hit us up on Twitter at youmehepodcast or on Instagram at youmehepodcast. And fellas, tonight we have talked about a lot of things. Some awesome, like Cyclops. Some disgusting, like peanut butter patties in my mouth. What advice would you give to a younger you? Let's take it to Socrates.
My advice to a younger me would still be what my advice was going to be as of 15 minutes ago. I would go back 6 hours to a younger self and say, you need to put up more of a fight. Don't let them ask you that stupid question because it's going to emasculate you.
dude. I would have just gone back 10 minutes ago and explained it to you so that you could participate.
You know what? I probably would have went back and sat next to Drew and helped him explain it as well. Because it took 3 rounds.
Oh, man. I'm sorry, everybody. I'm sorry.
You know what?
Oh, now I'm Rob. I want to be Rob. That's how bad my life is.
If you were me, then I'd be you. I'll use your body to get to the top. You can't stop me no matter who you are. If you know what movie that's from, you're awesome. Yeah. All right. Anyways, we wanted to say thanks to everybody who's been listening and supporting the show. Make sure wherever you get your podcast, you go and leave us a review there. It helps out the show. Thanks to everybody who's been tweeting, retweeting, engaging on social media. It's awesome. We love it. Thank you so much. And until next time, I am Rob Lambert.
This is Josh Frankenstein.
Y Drucao.
Hidroquero y buenas noches en el mundo.
Zapatos.
I don't know why I said that. Okay, bye. Zapatos noches. Huevos rancheros. You know, I would say probably to our Spanish-speaking audience, we probably sound like a real douche. Have a good night, everybody.